Hey guys, it's TheFrXion here, or Tank12, however you wanna call me, I don't really care. And today I've got a quite nice gameplay in my E100 for you guys on Winterberg. Uh, this map has been, well, it's Ruinberg, but it has been used as like Sommersberg, whatever, Winterberg, and now we're waiting for Fallberg and Springberg. So yeah, this map has been through a lot of changes, just through all the different seasons, pretty much. Yeah, so we're top tier, no artillery, and this is one of the perfect maps for the 100. Armor tank city map where you can effectively use your armor, and you can effectively use your 150mm gun, which brings the pain on pretty much any other tank out there. So yeah, before we get into the game, there is some kind of weird lag with with the replay function right here. I'm not sure why, but that doesn't really matter right now. Today, America is voting, or they have been voting for, I don't know, since the beginning of the month. And tomorrow, on the 9th of November, which is also, I think, my, well, I know it is, tomorrow on the 9th of November is also my birthday. Tomorrow they're gonna be announcing, or I think maybe even later today at night, they're gonna be announcing who's going to be president of the United States. Either it's gonna be Hillary Clinton or Donald Trump. And this is gonna be a very interesting thing because the entire world is looking over towards the United States. And this selection is probably one of the things that makes all of us shake our heads at the United States, that it has come this far. But politics aside, there might be some changes coming if Trump wins, because I am currently in a Mexican clan. Like, at least we have our origin in a Mexican clan. We used to be a Mexican clan, and then we changed our clan name, all that kind of stuff. So my clan commander, because he's actually Mexican, he lives in the United States. If Trump wins, I'm not sure if he's gonna get kicked out of the States, so we'll see about that. But yeah, you guys probably have noticed that recently I've been making a lot more videos, at least 2 or 3 videos in a very short succession. That is because right now I'm kind of in the mood of making videos, and I am quite enjoying World of Tanks and a lot of other content right now. So yeah, I think that's enough of talking right here. Let's get back to the game. As you can see already, we have cleaned up in the first 3 minutes. We have done 4,000 damage and barely lost a lot of HP. We've lost 800 HP with this tank, which has 2,700. That's not that much. We can still cope with that. And we've been switching in between heat rounds and AP rounds, but actually I was kind of quite generous with my heat rounds. I could have easily just taken on all of these tanks with AP rounds. Unfortunately, we bounced the track shot of the E50M on the side right there. Unfortunately, that did not go through. And this game is going to be a quite dramatic one in the end. You will see what I mean. As you can see right now, we're actually leading by 2 tanks. They do control the little village over there because they did have the advantage of medium tanks on us, but we were able to actually completely wipe out the city map. And right there, ooh, that was a catastrophe, because we definitely needed that hit on that Jagdpanther 2. Unfortunately, we hit the gun. Maybe the accuracy is a little bit off on that vehicle, but there you can see the freaking accuracy on this 150mm gun. We load heat because I do not want something like that to be repeating, although that was a badly aimed shot and I was just unlucky. I mean, even if I would have shot heat at the gun, I wouldn't have done any damage at all, because obviously you would have just hit the gun. So right now we're kind of in a dire situation. We're facing more tanks than we actually own. The battle has suddenly turned, and I did one major mistake. I fixed my tracks instead of my engine, which you will see will hunt me. It will haunt me afterwards until the end of the game, because it's gonna get really intense. We have dealt 6,190 damage right now, and we just finished off the Scorpion G with the help of our IS-4, who actually has managed to push around there. And we have left a defenseless E5 with only 8% of HP back at the base, who is now getting obviously outmatched by the TVP T50 and the Centurion AMX. No, I think the E50M, excuse me. So right now, we're testing our luck, and actually that shot right there went through the Jagdpanther 2. We actually hit him for I think about 700 damage, because in the end, after the initial game, I checked the stats and I did about 7. Okay, I'm not gonna spoil it. Sorry about that. I actually did not want to spoil it. You'll see. It's getting quite intense. 11-11, equal numbers of tanks on the battlefield. The question is who has more HP, and I think by this point that was a very lucky shot. I could have easily bounced the E50M on its frontal plate with AP, because that thing has just a very nicely angled armor, but we were able to go through the side of the tracks. And now, right now, it's getting very interesting. 4 tanks against 3. And the Jagdpanther 2 over there and the Action 10 are both very low HP. And it looks like the TVP T50 51 has gotten into a brawl with the Object 263. And as soon as the Object 263 kind of went all the way up and was too aggressive, he was taken out by the TVP, unfortunately for us. That was a very important tank, at least for us. If we had the Object 263, we would have won this game quite easily, very fast, to be honest. And right there you can see the Action 10 is shooting heat rounds at us, and he actually bounces our frontal plate, our flat part of the turret, our front turret. Unfortunately, we're dealing with a very, very good TVP driver. Our IS-4 is kind of being very aggressive, since he does have the HP, and he takes out the Action 10. Unfortunately for me now, my engine is busted, and I can only go 14 all the way up to 20 kilometers per hour, maximum 19 kilometers per hour. So chasing a TVP T50 51 is not a good idea. No, definitely not. So I decide to go back and cap the base. I tell our IS-4 friend to do the same, fall back with me, because if we get split up right here, this is gonna be a disaster. And it's a disaster already. If you look at the IS-4, he was hit like 3 times, or no, 2 times actually, and he has lost a big margin of his HP pool. 289 HP left. That is a definite one-shot for the TVP. And I know that TVP is a very skilled player. He's very experienced, 38,000 games, and he's probably gonna be a pain in the ass for us to hunt down. So I decide, go back to cap, and we have an IS-3 who's like constantly complaining and talking and all that kind of stuff. So I really understand when people just turn off chat, because it can be really infuriating and frustrating to see that down there when you're actually trying your best to actually win this game, and you have like a teammate going on and don't chase that, don't do that. Like, I mean, you're dead. There was a reason why you died. Maybe you should just take a chill pill and let your team do what's best, or what they want to do. Let them play, because you're down. So yeah, I decide to use this E5 for cover, and I'm waiting for the IS-4. The IS-4 actually doesn't seem to have any damaged engine, or a dead driver, or a dead, I don't know, yeah, no dead gunner, no dead driver, and no dead engine. So he's quite fast, and we're able to actually cap this base right now. And I'm gonna stop it real fast. I know some of you guys don't like this, but for making it a little bit more interesting, there are a few routes that the TVP T50 51 can go. he has 30 seconds time to actually engage us. So he can either go the direct route down this alleyway which leads all the way to F1. He can come all the way over here, or he can go around and fight us from the artillery position, which is K2, or even on the corner over there. There's also the possibility that he actually managed to go back to the middle, is scouting this ridgeline right here, doesn't see any one of us, decides to go down the 0 line and spots us from a little bit further down here because he has a better view range since he's a tier 10 medium tank, and he also probably has a pretty skilled crew, but I do have a very, very good crew as well, and we have camo nets on our tanks, so it's gonna be really difficult if we're standing still to actually spot us. I even have camo rating on this tank, like all the way on max settings. I don't know why, but I just did it. So what I'm expecting right now is for him to go all the way over there and try to snipe us from back there. The problem though that he's going to face is that we are 2 tier 10 heavy tanks. And by heavy, I mean the heaviest of the heavy tanks. We have the IS-4, which is amazingly armored. The only weak spot on the front is this lower plate down there. The 100, the same principle. The lower plate is bigger, only weak spots. On the side and on the rear, it looks a little bit different. So what are we doing right now? I'm telling the IS-4 to actually watch the other side over there, while I'll look to this entire area over here and this alley part. I told him to actually look or watch our back right there, because if that PvP would have swung around, he would have easily taken out the IS-4, like shot him in the ass, and then he would have been able to work on me. Like, I know that TVP has 4 rounds in his clip. That is about 1,200 damage. It's not enough to kill me, but he'll know where I am, and the IS-4 will probably die because he's very low HP, and I will probably eat some rounds as well. Well, he can back up if he comes from that corner over there. So I tell the IS-4 to actually look at that side. 6 seconds remaining. I just have the feeling that he's gonna pop up from over here. We win the game, and he actually pops up right at that time where I was looking over there, and pretty much we take him out. And we actually kept the base at the same time. So he should have just maybe saved the repair cost. Because he was kind of unlucky that I was looking at that way right there. But to be fair, he would have needed to be at a much higher HP level to actually compete against us. And probably in a bad chat. Because a bad chat has 5 shots. That's 1 shot more. He would have been able to actually clip me. And then he could have went on, reload, and take out the IS-4. Because, well, it's a bad shot. It does do 1,500 or 800 damage. Depends on how high the rolls go. But you could see right there, 6,719 damage secured. Actually, it was 7,400 damage because the hit on the Jagdpanther 2 was also registered. And we were able to actually turn a very easy win at the beginning into an extreme fucked up situation where 2 tanks were just kind of stuck, and I had to cap out the base. Because mistakes were made. You could see how fast our team dwindled away because we kind of underestimated the retaliation or the force of the enemy team that was still standing. So yeah, I'd say a very nice game. And a very, very efficient way of getting more than 6,000 damage in this tank. So yeah, so to get back on track, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. It's a little bit shorter than the usual videos I make, but that doesn't mean it has to be bad. And I would like to hear what you guys' opinion is on the American election right now. Trump or Hillary? Write it down in the chat. Maybe you think both are crap. For me, I'm Swiss. We have a very different kind of view set on this kind of political issue because we have the direct democracy, and that even a person like Trump has gotten this far in the election, like a freaking idiot. It kind of frightens us in our belief and in our trust to the United States of America as a state. And I think if Trump becomes president, we're going to be facing some kind of very weird scenario. I'm not sure if he's going to be that beneficial to the United States. I highly doubt it. And I'm pretty sure that pretty much none of his promises, like building a wall or all that kind of stuff, is going to happen, because he's not delivered one single point which is kind of underlined by arguments. He's just talking nonsense. And people are buying that crap. I don't understand why, but yeah, we're kind of worried with Hillary Clinton as well. She doesn't seem very trustworthy. And I think the best solution, probably you guys in the United States don't like that too much because he's a little bit too far left for a lot of people in the United States, was Bernie Sanders. I think he would have maybe, well, in my opinion, it would have been the best solution. A lot of younger people think that as well, but that is maybe just because of our different views. It's obviously because of that. So, yeah. Tell me how you think this election is, and if you're also quite worried about the outcome. So, yeah, I'll see you guys in the next video. The next video is going to be something quite nice. We're going to be talking about the topic of Stronghold Crusaders, the old school HD remake. Actually, it's the HD remake. It's not that old school, but Stronghold Kingdoms is old school. And we're going to be talking about the Third Crusade, which is, in my opinion, or I think, the most famous crusade with Saladin and King Richard, the Lionhead. So yeah, I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace out.